hear a word I say. Only the echoes of my mind. When I was just a little boy, my one and only joy.
Before Graham Mack was a radio presenter, he worked as an air conditioning engineer and was also in a band in New Zealand. Even though he's taking part in our unique experiment, he can still enjoy music, even though he can't hear. Tom and Adam Wilson are identical twins who both love music, even though Tom is deaf.
I chose to play bass because it's got low-pitched sounds, so he can feel the vibrations. So I play for him sometimes.
Well, because I like the vibrations and I like the music. And I also like signed songs as well. I enjoy music through that. It's easier when people do signed songs.
I don't know if you saw, I put my feet on the amp and I could feel, so I knew it was in time. I didn't know if it was in tune. It probably wasn't, I don't know. But I knew it was in time, the rhythm was coming through.
Technology is smashing the barriers between the hearing and the deaf world. Graham tried out the latest equipment at a show in London, put on by the Royal National Institute for Deaf People.
Set you free.
I can communicate speech from a telephone.
One of the technologies that's perhaps had the biggest effect to the largest number of people have been digital hearing aids, which is a wonderful advance in technology that will make hearing aids far more effective for people with a hearing loss. We've got a lot of work we're doing with text communication to break down the barriers between standard text phones and perhaps people chatting on the internet so that the two can communicate with each other, which isn't currently possible. So we're working to try and break those barriers down. We're also developing technology such as video telephony, which will enable sign language users to get access to an interpreter for short sessions at very short notice, which is currently quite difficult if someone wants to go to a doctor's and they need an interpreter.
Something I'd never thought of when you're watching a movie, I always thought, well, deaf people who watch a subtitled movie, it's the same experience. But I only realised yesterday, wait a minute, there's no soundtrack. The music that builds the atmosphere and the tension, it's not there. And so in the show there were special seats which must have had speakers in that vibrated, and they were showing a clip from Jurassic Park, and you felt all the tension and all the things that the filmmaker had wanted to bring out, all the emotion.
In London, Graham discovers one of the harsh realities of being deaf. It can make you more vulnerable.
I've lost my phone, and I could have dropped it and just not heard it go down. I don't know. I may have dropped it. Maybe someone saw that I didn't have full hearing and took it. I may have been an easy target. I don't know.
Technology has actually restored John Pownall's hearing, but cochlear implants are controversial, as some people believe deafness is a culture which should be preserved and respected.
It's amazing, because we actually never thought he would hear any of these things or ever say a word. So to have said a word, it's unbelievable. It's lit him up, he's alive.
It's all about communication, the internet and so many of our technologies today, and one's ability to survive and to compete in today's world is largely dependent on our ability to communicate effectively. And if we can restore hearing and develop communication systems for young children and for adults, that is hugely empowering for them and is possibly determines their prosperity in life.
Damien Baines was one of the first people in the UK to have the cochlear implant.
If I haven't have had this one, I don't know what it'd be like. No idea. I probably won't be doing the job I'm doing and going clubbing. It won't be the same sort of thing.
Tomorrow things get worse for Graham when he experiences being mute as well as deaf. In just a few minutes he starts to fall apart and finds it soul destroying. That's tomorrow night on Central News at 6.